Welcome to Week 9 of Barrington Sports Monday Night Hockey. I'm Simon Mason, and on tonight's show we have highlights from Clifton against Surbiton, Reading versus Slough, and in the men's Premier Division, Reading against Loughborough Students. We head to Bristol first as Clifton Robinsons entertain league leaders Surbiton. Clifton will be hoping to inflict the first league defeat for the visitors in over 2 years. Let's join Charlie Broom for the best of the action.
Out of defence and high press, they could be in trouble here. Twig has robbed it and Surbiton could be in. Twig plays it back across, is that a foot? Play on, says the umpire. Back across the face of goal, it takes a deflection, it is in from Sarah Page. What a calamitous start by Clifton, and Surbiton take full advantage. Robbed high up the park, Twig plays it across. They wanted the penalty corner, not sure it was off a foot, but back across it comes, off the defender, and Sarah Ellis is stranded as it goes into the net. Penalty corner for Clifton. They gave the right-hand casters a change, and the shot comes in from Rickson. It's well saved by Heesh, it's still there, it's turned in, and Clifton Robinsons are back on level terms. Laura Bridge from the penalty corner makes it Clifton 1, Surbiton 1. The change at the top of the circle. Rickson with the initial shot. Heesh makes the save. And then good work by Bridge to get it out away from the keeper and find the net. Penalty corner for Surbiton. And it comes from Atkinson. And it's still there. And that hit the body of Aileen Davis, the Clifton captain. And a couple of the Surbiton players want a stroke. But they've got another penalty corner for that there. Penalty corner comes in, it goes to right hand castle, and the shot is on target, and it's a goal for Giselle Ansley. Ansley restores Surbiton's lead a little over 2 minutes after Clifton had got back onto level terms. Great drag flick down to the keeper's right hand side. Ansley over the top, and it's Davis who wins the free hit, and Davis goes again. Davis with support inside, finds Porter. Porter drops it out to Plimmer. Plimmer in and on the knees from Leach across the face of goal, and unable to turn it in is Claire Thomas. Good work from the home side as the ball comes back into Plimmer. Lovely ball into the circle to find Zoe Leach, who gets it across the face of goal. Thomas can't turn it in. Ansley again from the top of the circle, looking for the deflection from Georgie Twig, who gets her stick on it but gets too much of the ball and puts it past the post. Ball dropped out for the Frond, who plays it back to Middleton. Middleton has a little look up, goes past 1, 2, 3. Lovely run from Middleton, past 3 across the face of goal, and it hits the defender's foot. Izzy Palmer, I think it is. Lovely run from Middleton, back across and onto the left boot of Palmer. Serving down the right hand side. Martin plays it out to Atkinson. Atkinson to Ansley. Ansley brings it across, and the keeper makes the first save. Now Ellis misses the ball, and they could be in here. Page wide of the mark. Well, calamitous keeping from Sarah Ellis, who does well initially and completely misses the ball here, and then she's in real trouble. Almost pays the ultimate prize, but Page can't get the shot on target. This is Coulson. Coulson with the pass, and that's a good looking pass. Now a chance here perhaps for the home side. Davis, and she can't wrap the stick around the ball and get it across the face of goal, and this is at the near post. Hunter, sideline ball herself. Hunter into the circle, still going Joe Hunter. Lovely looking ball. Here is Evans, and Evans across the face of goal. And well, what a chance for Naomi Evans. Lovely bit of skill to get around, but credit also to the defender, Josie Rickson, for keeping an eye on it. This is Georgie Twig looking after the clock. And Georgie Twig does a good job, and that is the end of that. And Surbiton's winning run continues. Clifton's alternating run of wins and losses also continues. Clifton Robinsons 1, Surbiton 2.
Now over to Reading for a bottom of the table clash, with Slough the visitors. Reading are yet to win this season, while Slough are sitting just above them on 4 points.
Penalty corner for Slough. The shot comes in, good save from Welsh. It's still there, and it's been turned in by Melissa Ball. And 8 minutes into the piece, Reading had that sinking feeling once again. Reading 0, Slough 1. The initial shot from the top of the circle, well saved by Welsh. Follow up, you should get half a touch on it, but it falls to Ball, who puts it into the net. How important will that be? Now trying to play it out of the back, and they've been robbed, and an opportunity here as the ball is played in by Whiting, and the shot from Blackwood is well saved. Good work from Julie Whiting to dispossess and find Blackwood, who opts for the slap rather than the shot, and Tranquil Day makes the save. Free hit taken by Inverdale, still Inverdale onto a reverse stick, into the circle it goes, and a sharp save is made by Welsh as Inverdale twists and turns, finally gets the ball in on the reverse stick. It's an opportunity for Slough that isn't taken. Sheehan unable to beat Welsh. Bone takes the free hits and allowed to get strong. It's taken a deflection. Oh, and it's gone in. Slough double their lead on 27 minutes, and Amy Sheehan looks a little sheepish as she runs away. How much time and space is Hannah Bone allowed to get strong on this ball? Picks the pass, half a touch by Sheehan, then off Van Berkel, and past Downer and Welsh and into the goal. Well, it's a loose pass. It's been picked up by Van Berkel. Van Berkel driving. Pass 2, 3, 4. Slough players still. Van Berkel fires it into the circle. Tranquil Day plays it. It comes to Blackwood. Oh, how about that for a finish from Georgie Blackwood? But I'm not quite sure why Asher Tranquil Day has played the ball in the Slough goal. Van Berkel, having seen her deflection make it 2-0 on a barnstorming run down the middle of the pitch, plays it into the circle. There's no danger. The keeper doesn't have to play that. Plays it up into the air. Blackwood, lovely control, and buries the finish. I think looking to play it out of that deep pocket, and they could be in trouble here. Indeed, they are in trouble. And here's an opportunity for Ball, who's taken down by Welsh and Thomas, and it is a penalty stroke. Once again, Reading playing themselves into difficulty as the ball is played in here. Ball all unmarked, and the keeper brings her down. So it's Sheehan up against Welsh, and Welsh saves down to her right hand side, redeems herself after bringing down Mel Ball. Not the greatest stroke that Amy Sheehan will ever take, but Welsh makes the save. Here comes Slough once again down that right hand side, and wanting it down that right flank is Bryden. Bryden gets it now. Bryden cuts into the circle, still going Bryden. This is Bone, and that is Ball, and it's 3-1 with 20 minutes to go. Good work by Charlie Bryden down that right hand side. Thomas missing the ball, and Bryden was in round the back. Bone came short to offer. Bryden finds her. Bone puts it goal bound, and Ball beats Welsh to it. 3-1. Van Berkel bringing it into the centre of the park, and ball has been won back by Slough, and Bevan gets up and over the top, and Lou Bevan now streaking away from the backtracking defenders. Can she beat Welsh? Bevan onto the strong six, and it's still there for Amala, but it can't be brought under control by the number 8. But some real pace by Lou Bevan here as she tips it up and over the stick of Downer. Well, over half a length of the pitch to run, and she streaks away from the Reading defence with the ball. A lot harder to run with the ball than without it. And Bevan then gets it strong. Good work from Welsh, who makes the initial save and gets a little bit of luck when Amala can't control the rebound. Reading playing it round the back, and Burkle looking to fray a ball, runs it forward, but they're going to be done by the clock here, are Reading, and there is the final whistle. And in the battle of the basement clubs, it's Slough that take the honours. They have beaten Reading by 3-1, and Reading are still without a win this season.
In the weekend's other matches, Holcombe got all 3 points against the University of Birmingham thanks to an Ellie Watton hat-trick, despite Steph Elliott missing a penalty stroke in the second minute. Canterbury beat Bowden Hightown by 2-1, and Leicester were denied the win against East Grinstead thanks to a late Zoe Burrell goal. So, Surbiton continue to lead the way, with Holcombe overtaking East Grinstead to get into second spot. At the bottom, Reading are now 5 points adrift of Bowden, who slip into the relegation playoff spot. Back to Reading now for the men's Premier Division match between Reading and Loughborough Students. The visitors went into the match yet to register a point in the league, whilst Reading were in poor form themselves, having not won in 3 matches.
Penalty corner goes to Carsons, and that's a decent save by the keeper Reynolds Cottrell. Carsons having hold of that one, and a well balanced right boot by the Loughborough Students keeper. Reading retain possession, and there's space down this right hand side now for them. This is Jefferson. Jefferson wins the free hit. It's quickly taken by Ed Carson. Ed Carson still going. Carson to the edge of the circle. Carson fires it across. Jefferson all unmarked, and Jefferson makes it Reading 1, Loughborough Students 0. He was involved in the build-up, but it was Ed Carson who battled away amongst traffic in that bottom right-hand corner for Reading, had the space, or found the space, fired across. Jefferson all unmarked, and he beats Reynolds Cottrell to his left-hand side. Loughborough to spread it right through Griffiths. It's been cut out, and a chance here for Tom Carson. Tom Carson into the circle on the reverse stick. That's a big save from Reynolds Cottrell, and he needs a second bite of the cherry to get it behind for a long corner. Tom Carson, the Reading skipper, taking it onto the reverse stick side, and Reynolds Cottrell gets something on it the first time, and then alert enough to get it behind for the long corner. Down into that right-hand corner. Across it's come. Carson, what a save that is by Reynolds Cottrell from Tom Carson. The ball down into that right-hand corner, fired across, and Tom Carson gets it goal-bound, but quick reactions from Reynolds Cottrell. On the front foot once again. It's fired in by Shingles, and it's still there, and it's 2-0, is it? No, it's gone right across the face of goal. Dan Shingles fires it in. It's half a touch, good save. Look at that, right across the face of goal, and no one can find the touch. And here come Loughborough through Shepperson, the skipper, who picks out Kimber, still going Kimber. Kimber onto the reverse stick. Kimber with the shot. Tommy Alexander didn't have to move, and he bats it away with the left glove. Kimber spinning, coming back inside, gets a little lucky as the ball runs away from him, but then gets it back under control, and the shot though for him, unfortunately, straight at Tommy Alexander. Out from the free hit, and down that right they go. They could be in here, Reading. They are into the circle. Good save. Here's the follow-up, and it's another good save. And he's not to be denied at the third time of asking. Tom Carson doubles his side's lead, but you have to feel for Tobias Reynolds Cottrell in the Loughborough goal. Makes 2 saves. The first one there. The second from Andy Watts, I think, there. And he just can't get anywhere near the Tom Carson's reverse stick finish. 2-0 Reading. Penalty corner goes to the left-hand Castle, and it's fired in, and good save by Alexander. It's still there though for the Students. If they can get it across, they can, and will you believe it, Lee gets too much on it and puts it past the post. It goes to the left-hand Castle, where the initial shot comes in from Taylor. Taylor then picks up the rebound up against Shingles, spins, and there is number 13 Egger to put it across the face of goal, and they can't turn it in. Here comes Page. Page has lost out to Carson. Carson into the 23, still going Carson. Carson up to the edge of the D, and it's a save. Oh no! Well, Reynolds Cottrell made the save from the initial shot from Jefferson, but as the keeper was searching for the ball, it fell kindly for the Reading striker, who makes it 3-0. Good work down the right-hand side, and as the ball comes across, you can see Jefferson leading. It's actually in from Shingles, and then it falls to Jefferson, who makes it 3-0. Well, Loughborough looking for what would be a consolation here. It's in that left-hand pocket. Oh, it's been missed now. Here is a great chance for Horler, and Horler finds the consolation. Reading 3, Loughborough 1. But surely it's too little, too late from Ed Horler and Loughborough Students. As the ball comes across, the missed trap gets Horler in, and Horler, well, he's not going to miss. Penalty corner, last throw of the dice for Loughborough Students. In it comes, there's the save, the follow-up, the double save, and that is that. It's all over, and Loughborough are still searching for their first points of the season. Reading, though, get the 3 points that consolidate their place in the table. Final score at Sonning Lane, Reading 3, Loughborough Students 1.
Hampstead and Westminster came away from East Grinstead with the points thanks to 2 goals from Guys Brown and 1 from French. Surbiton scored 6 past Brooklands, with Forsyth getting another hat-trick. Holcombe came from 2 goals down to beat Beeston, with Middleton scoring twice and Ward getting the other. And in the final match of the day, Wimbledon overcame Canterbury, with 5 players getting on the scoresheet. Holcombe keep their 3-point lead over Wimbledon, with Surbiton now in third, a further 3 points behind them. At the bottom, Loughborough and Canterbury remain in trouble, just behind Brooklands. Now it's time for our Men's Goal of the Month competition for October. Take a look at these goals, head over to the Barrington Sports website, and tell us which is your favourite for a chance to win a £50 voucher.